What's going on, you guys? So today we got the SRT8 outside. We're actually going to go ahead and we're going to actually do the brakes. So we're going to actually remove the brakes. We're going to obviously clean the brake calipers. We're going to spray paint them red, throw the Brembo sticker on it, clear coat them, stainless steel brake lines, slotted and drilled rotors, ceramic brake pads, and brand new high performance BOT4 brake fluid. I have everything in the garage, so I'm not going to bring everything out here in front of you guys, but this is pretty much what we're going to be doing to the SRT8 today. So we got a lot of work to do. We're going to throw the truck up on jack stands and get to work. What's going on, you guys? It's the next day. As you guys saw, we ended up taking the brakes off. I couldn't take off the bottom rotors because I need the axle nut. I think it's a 35 or a 36 millimeter. So today we got some work to do. So I'm waiting on that part to come in, or that set axle nut set to come in, so I can remove the rotor. So we're pretty much going to go ahead and we're going to change the seals on the brake calipers. We're going to pre-paint them with stainless steel brake lines and replace the lower ball joints on the front end. So we still have a lot more work to do. So I'm going to bring the camera in and show you guys what we got so far. What's going on, you guys? As you guys can tell, we got the rotor being held by this axle nut. So I don't have I believe it's a 35 or a 36. I'm not even sure which one it is. So we need the axle nut. So I ordered a set of axle nut socket sets, or whatever you want to call it, so I can remove this, and then we're going to change the stainless the brake lines. Even though these brake lines are okay, we're going to change them out to stainless steel brake lines. And then we're also going to do the lower ball joint on the bottom, but in order to do all this I need to remove this and change the rotors out, because we're putting new rotors, new pads, repainting the calipers, new seals, stainless steel brake lines, and lower ball joints. So we got a lot of work to do. All right, you guys, so we got everything painted. We got the caliper hanging from the bungee cord, so I spray painted it and the color matched perfectly. So we're not letting this dry. Applied another coat off camera, so this is not going to dry. We also have this drying, but I didn't separate it. Normally people will separate the caliper. I didn't want it to, or I didn't want to, so the only thing I did was tape off the caliper piston and the sleeve, so nothing gets painted over it. So this is drying up. There's no clear on it. We still have to put the stickers on it, so everything is laying there. And if we turn over here, we got the other ones laying, like the front ones. So the front ones are covered, obviously. This one is covered as well. And then this one right here is also hanging as well. This one is also painted, so I applied maybe like 4 coats of red paint. So this is gonna dry hopefully quickly because it's already hot outside. It's so 85 degrees and the humidity is crazy. So hopefully all of this dries by tonight, and tomorrow we can apply the decal and then just apply a you know, thin coat of clear on all of them, and hopefully that should be all for the calipers. So here's a better look, you guys. Came out pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with how everything went. And that's pretty much it. Alright, you guys, I just want to make a quick note. We're not going to be changing the brake caliper hoses because they're still in good condition. I thought there was cracks on them, so I'm not gonna change them. I'm gonna leave them as is for now, and they look like they're in great shape. So I'm surprised. Usually these things tend to crack, and you'll see like stretch marks and whatnot. So these are still good. We're gonna use them. Yes, unfortunately we're not gonna put stainless steel brake lines. That is a change of plans. I still have them in the garage. I will show you guys for those who think maybe I don't have them, but I have them in the garage. But these are in good condition still, so as you guys can tell, there's no stretch marks or stretches or anything in the material of the brake hose, so they're still good. So the only thing we're gonna do tomorrow is we're gonna, obviously hook up the brake calipers, attach the brake hose, and then we still have to obviously remove the ball joint on the bottom somehow. So we got to take everything off tomorrow. This has to come off. We got to take this off tomorrow, and then obviously this pushes back, so we'll have to take this bolt off and then get the bolt joints out, because the one bolt joint on the other side has a considerable amount of play, and this one is very little. But we're gonna do them both in conjunction, so this is gonna come out tomorrow. And yes, I know the struts have rust on them. I will be changing these out. For now, we're gonna leave it like this, only because the streets of New York are horrible, and I don't want to scrape the Jeep, even though it does sit up higher or higher up than most vehicles. I don't want to change the springs out just yet, even though I do have brand new shocks which are in the garage and new lowering springs, but I'm gonna do that yet. When the time comes, you guys will see the Jeep lowered, and then we're also gonna be changing these out, the upper control arms, or the upper whatever you want to call them, the upper arms. So we'll be changing these out as well. I do have sway bar end links that we'll be changing out as well. So we still have like a good amount of stuff that we're going to be doing, but for now I wanted to do the brake calipers because I cannot stand seeing the color fading and the clear coming off. So I wanted to do that. That's why I did it. But yeah, change of plans. The brake hoses are still good, so we're not going to do that. We'll do that another time, but for now this is just how everything is for now. And just a quick explanation so you guys can have an idea of what's going on. I know you guys want me to lower it. I know you guys want to see the Jeep looking all nice and stanced out and looking lowered and looking cool as hell, but the streets of New York suck, so I'm going to keep it like that for now. When the time comes, we'll be changing these bad boys out. What's going on, you guys? So we're in the garage right now, and as you guys can tell, we got the brake calipers hanging because they're drying up. They're probably going to dry quick because it says 83 degrees outside, but the humidity is, I would say probably around 70-75%. So it is a little humid. It's not crazy humid, but it's humid enough for these calipers to dry quickly. So we're in the garage. I do have the stainless steel brake lines for you guys to see. For those who assume, that maybe I'm not installing them because I don't have them. Yes, I do have them here, and it's for SRT8, and this is for the rear. It says rear left brake line installation 2006 to 2010. And, we got the front one right here. So this is the front brake line right here, guys, and then the other ones are in there. So here you go, guys. For those who assume maybe I don't have them, I have them right here. I'm just not going to do them because it makes no sense. The brake line hoses are in good condition. There's no stretch marks or any cracks in them. Usually if there's cracks in them, then that's an indication that it's time to go ahead and change them. I'm not going to change them out just yet. I thought they had cracks in them, and that was the reason behind it, not because I just wanted to change stuff. Even though I do want to put the stainless steel brake lines on because they're a lot more durable against the elements, and they makes the brake pedal feel a lot more firmer. So that was the reason why. So I'm not just going to change them out for no reason. So we're going to keep them. We're going to keep the original brake hoses there. We're going to attach everything on tomorrow, and then hopefully we can finish everything up. We still have to do the lower ball joint tomorrow on both sides, and then put brand new fluid. I have high performance brake fluid for it. It takes DOT3, so I do have high performance brake fluid. So that should pretty much wrap it up. Yes, I know you guys want me to lower it. I am going to lower it when the time comes and all that. I did do the replacement shocks in the rear, and still have to do the front ones when I change out the springs and lower it. But for now, we're not going to, because there's some streets in New York where I've driven and the Jeep has just like barely made it out of like a nice dip or hump in the road. So I just don't want to scrape the Jeep all over the floor. So I'm not going to. So for now, we're just gonna keep it like that. And then that was the reason behind the calipers. That's why I wanted to paint them and also do the ball joint. And then I was gonna do this, but we're not. So the brake lines are in good condition. That's pretty much it. It is late, guys, so I just wanted to give you guys an update, and we'll catch you guys early tomorrow in the morning. What's going on, you guys? So it's the next day, early in the afternoon. So as you guys can tell, the brake calipers are dry to touch. They're not wet, so they dry pretty quickly because it was kind of hot yesterday, or pretty warm yesterday, 87 degrees around there. So they're heating right now because I placed them here so I can close the garage so nothing gets inside during the night. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them off of the hooks over here. We're going to put the decals back on, and then we're going to apply maybe a few coats of clear, maybe 1 or 2 coats of clear, or 3 coats, whatever. Or I might use the whole can, whatever, I don't really care. I just want to make sure they come out as good as possible. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply the decals, put the fittings for bleeding the calipers, or the brake bleeder screws. We're going to put those on, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take out the lower bolt joints. And then once we take out the lower bolt joints, then we'll put the new ones back in, and then put everything back together, put the brakes back on. We're gonna put in some new rotors and new brake pads. Even though there's some good amount of meat on the brake pad, I'm gonna go ahead and change them anyways, because if I do drive the Jeep a little more often, this coming coming months, I don't want to get stuck and have to change the brakes, or change those brakes in the wintertime, and it's freaking cold outside. So I don't want to open up a job like that in the wintertime when it's cold and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna change them a little bit earlier than usual. I normally don't like to do that. I'd rather use the meat that's already on the brake pads and use it to the point where it gets down low enough to where you're gonna have to change them, but we're gonna change them anyways. Those brake pads and those rotors, they produce a lot of dust. So when I removed those calipers, they were full of brake dust. So I don't like the material of the brake pad. So we're gonna use a higher quality. I think it's a ceramic material, so it's gonna be a little better on controlling the dust, and the brake calipers are not gonna look all dusty and disgusting. So we're gonna do that. So we got a whole lot of stuff to do today, so let's get to work. What's going on, you guys? So I apologize for not showing you guys the rest of the stuff being removed, and that's because the camera had low battery and eventually died, so I had no choice but to leave it on the charger to charge. So now that we're back, you guys didn't see this. Obviously I did this off camera, but we installed the lower ball joint. Came out easily. I usually heat it up. Normally heat it up, and it comes out easily. Most of you guys may have impact drivers, or can use the compressed air, or use your impact gun using the compressed air to remove it. But I decided to do it with some heat, and then using a long breaker bar like this one here, I was able to remove it. So it came out, and I was able to put it back in. Super simple, super easy. I put a little bit of anti-seize over here. I didn't go too crazy because I'm not technically supposed to put some anti-seize or anything on the splines of the axle. I put a little bit because I live in New York, and New York has some salty roads, and I don't want this to get stuck. So yeah, this may look like I put too much, but I used the brush that came with the anti-seize bottle, so that's why I put some here. Also put a little bit over here and a little bit over here. So I'm pretty much going to show you guys the ball joint removal, everything I did on the other side, obviously, because I didn't show you guys. So normally I do record everything, but got this off. I zip tied it so I could get the ball joint press on there and get it out. So that's pretty much it. And also the wheel speed sensor broke, so I'm going to show you guys what I did to remove it. I don't have the little part because I threw it in the trash, but I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Alright, you guys, so hopefully you guys can see right here the wheel speed sensor broke. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is the wheel speed sensor, so it broke. I don't know if you guys can see, but this broke. It goes in this direction like this with the screw there. I put the screw there, but this got stuck. It broke it or snapped in half. So in order to remove this, if you guys run into any issue, it's just basically drill it. Use a small drill bit, drill it on the plastic. Try to center the drill bit so you can get a nice perfect shot right in the middle, and then just use a long wooden screw or whatever kind of screw, just like this right here in the middle. And then you're going to take yourself a big vice grip like this. You're going to center it. Make sure the actual nail is in the center. You're going to grip it down, and then you're going to use the hammer, and you're going to hit it a couple of times, and that should back the broken ABS wheel speed sensor out, and hopefully that gets it out for you guys. That's what I did. It came out real easy. I didn't heat anything up because you're not supposed to heat it up. It's hard plastic or whatever ABS material, so you don't want it to melt and cause a bigger problem. So I was able to just basically drill. So drill a small pilot hole with a small drill bit, center it, use a nail, and then with the nail you're gonna able to grab it with the vice grip, and then just hit the vice grip a couple of times with a hammer, and it'll come right out. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to show you guys that mine broke. It is right here. So here it is, you guys.
Might pull up in a Porsche.
What's going on, you guys? So we're in the garage right now, and as you guys can tell, it is getting late. I'm probably gonna call it a night because I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I gotta get up for work early in the morning. So just to recap and give you guys an update of as to what we did so far and what we have planned for tomorrow. Basically, we got the whole thing, whatever you call this damn thing here. So we got the whole wheel assembly and this arm here. I'm gonna call it an arm. I don't know the terminology. I forget sometimes. So pardon me. But we got this thing here. I went ahead and put a ton of anti-seize, or a good amount of anti-seize in these threads. Excuse me. Where the ball joints go in and the tie rod is in. There's no need for you guys or for myself to go that crazy and put a ton of anti-seize. I did it only because of where I live. If I do plan on driving the Jeep, here and there throughout the winter time, I know I'll be protected from the elements, and this won't rust up and won't come out. So that's the reason behind it. Obviously, there's no need for you guys to do what I did. You can just slap it on and call it a day. Well, I went ahead and put a little bit of anti-seize just to be safe. And I'm sorry. So that's pretty much it. I did leave the wheel speed sensor here, as you guys can see. I did remove it from the other one. The other one obviously broke. So this one here, we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna just double check tomorrow when the wheel speed sensor come in. I ordered two, so I want to just double check to make sure that the wheel speed sensors are the same and they fit inside the hole or opening of this part right here. So we're going to check that out tomorrow. Clean obviously the wheel hub and put some anti-seize. The next thing we did was obviously painted the calipers. We did 3 coats of red yesterday and then 3 coats of clear. I only did 2 on camera and then 1 off camera, so I think we should be good with the paint on the calipers. I think they came out good. And then the next thing we got to do tomorrow is obviously we got to put everything back together, and then put obviously the new rotors. I'm going to use the new rotors and the new brake pads. Obviously these pads here have, I would probably say maybe like 15,000 miles or so more left of meat on them. So the only reason I'm changing it now is because these brake pads and rotors that were on it after like 3 or 4 days, especially if I washed the Jeep, let's say 3 days ago, it's now the 3rd day, the whole wheel would become full of like brake dust. It would turn orange, so I didn't really like that. So I think these pads have to go. So we got some brand new ones that are going to control the brake dust, and I think it's going to stop a little better and look a lot better. So that's the whole reason behind it. And obviously these didn't have anything wrong with them. I would have left them, but because of that damn dust accumulation that's getting all over the SRT wheels, I don't like that. So that's the reason behind it. So we gotta obviously put some new rotors tomorrow, the new brake pads. We're gonna leave the brake hoses because they're not stretched or cracked. If they were, we would have replaced them with the stainless steel brake lines, but because they're not, it makes no sense to change something that's still working and still in good condition. So we're going to leave that, and then after that bolt everything back on, put the calipers, put the brake screws for bleeding the calipers, and then start torquing everything down, putting everything back together, filling the system with DOT high performance brake fluid, and then hopefully start it up, and hopefully there's no leaks, no squeaks, no nothing, and hopefully we can take it for a ride, and hopefully everything goes well. So that is the plan for tomorrow. I'll catch you guys. I know it's getting a little late. I'm tired, so I gotta go inside and get some rest. But with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys early in the afternoon. What's going on, you guys? So it's the next day. It's early in the afternoon, or later in the afternoon. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove the brake calipers off of the bungee cords. We're gonna go ahead and attach the leader screws, get the whole wheel hub assembly put onto the Jeep, and we're going to also install the new wheel speed sensors, which came. I already have them. I checked to see if they fit, and they do fit. So I believe many of the parts, just like any other vehicle, are compatible to a certain extent. So certain parts may fit a certain specific model or other specific model of the same year. So I checked, they fit, so that's a good thing. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to install the new sensor on both sides, and then we're going to go ahead and put the new brake calipers and brake rotors. I have them up there in the container, and we're going to go ahead and put them on, and we're going to start attaching the lines, lead the brakes, and hopefully test drive, and hopefully everything goes well. And that should pretty much be it. So we still have a lot of work to do today, so let's get to work. What's going on, you guys? So it's a couple of days later, actually a couple of weeks later, but basically the truck was finished a while back, and I pretty much wanted to just conclude that we actually went ahead and installed the slotted and drilled rotors. We got painted calipers, all new bleed screws, and the stainless steel brake lines, which are right back here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, so pretty much we have a complete brake pad, rotor, and hose package done on the truck. So pretty much everything is done. I did run into some issues where I was having brake fluid leaking through the hoses, so I had to go ahead and tighten things. So I did stuff off camera, which you guys didn't see, but you guys saw the majority of the job that I did, and pretty much everything that was done to it. So just wanted to show you guys. So the truck has, like I said, the stainless steel brake lines, slot and drill rotors, ceramic brake pads, and our finished brake calipers in red color, and all new bleed screws with a little bit of anti-seize on them, just so I can actually loosen them. And that's pretty much it. So everything here is pretty much done. We did this on the front and on the back as well. What's going on, you guys? So we pretty much finished with the truck. So we did a full brake service on it, including the brake hoses, stainless steel brake lines, slotted and drilled rotors, ceramic brake pads. We repainted and refurnished the brake calipers in red, brand new bleed screws, and we also did the front lower ball joints on both sides. So pretty much the truck is ready to go. Yes, I didn't show you much towards the end of completing the brakes, because I ran into some issue where the brake hoses, or one of the brake hoses, or one of the brake calipers was leaking brake fluid. So I just got frustrated and just stopped the camera and finished it off camera. So yes, so the whole truck was finished off camera, but you guys got the majority, or got the whole idea of what I was doing. So pretty much we're finished with the truck, and we pretty much have something else coming. So you guys stay tuned, and that's pretty much it. The truck rides perfect right now. I do have a little small things to do to it still, but we're almost close to where we need to be in terms of maintenance wise, and then we can start going a little crazy with it. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and you know the vibes. I'm out.